Hello, Doc, alcoholic addict, amongst other things,
Hi, Doc.
and welcome to another fantastic edition of Sober School. All right, as promised, I'm gonna keep it brief. I've got a bunch of stuff to do today, but making time for you guys is important. All right, so without looking, can anybody tell me what step 12 is?
Having had a spiritual awakening, continue to carry the message to alcoholics.
As a result of these steps, we start to continue. We try to carry the message to alcoholics and practice these principles in all our
affairs. Close?
Yeah. And that brings us to all day or a day. Like I make it my mission. I make it a point to apply these steps as much as is possible to as much as is possible. And my life has greatly benefited from that. So before you on the little handout, I just took some daily scenarios, some stuff I run into a lot, and everybody kind of runs into these things. And basically I found everyday situation that you can apply each one of these steps to great benefit. So, step one, admit you have a problem. Like one thing I do all the time, unclogging a toilet. That is something I do almost on a daily basis. And gotta accept I got some shit to deal with. There's nothing's gonna change that. I can try and avoid it or pretend it's not there, but regardless, there's some shit to deal with, and there will be a reckoning. So step one, admit I have a problem. Accept that the toilet's clogged. No denial. Action starts with honesty. Like the sooner you accept the fact that your spiritual and mental toilet is clogged and you got some shit to deal with, the sooner you can follow the appropriate steps to remedy that situation. All right. Step two, believe a higher power can help. In a lot of these instances, I am that higher power. Calling maintenance or using a plunger correctly. All right, so there's stuff you got to do, and if you can't do it yourself, if you tried unclogging your spiritual toilet, and your spiritual toilet is still clogged, you gotta kick it up the chain. You got to consult a power greater than yourself. In the toilet metaphor, maintenance. You know, like somebody who specializes in dealing with shit. It's not. I'm number one when it comes to number two. That's a fact. But you gotta trust the tools. You gotta you tried your normal plunger. I got a power plunger. I got a toilet snake. I got special tools just for dealing with your shit and making sure it gets taken care of. Because you try jiggling the handle and flushing it a bunch of times, and we can get the toilet unclogged on our own. We would get it on our own, but we've proven time and time again that operating our own self-will and trying to deal with that shit ourselves the way we like to deal with it, typically the easier, softer way, still got shit to deal with. All right. Turn your will over. Step 3. Like read the directions. It's something I like, even though I usually know, I see a tool or I see a problem, I know just what to do. But if there's instructions, trust and believe I'm going to read them, because somebody put that stuff down on paper for a reason. Because I don't want to do things a way that will work. I want to do things the best way. The best way I can muster, the best way I can manage, the most effective way to solve the problem. Historically, just I don't have a book. I don't know if I got a big book on me, but check the manual if you're trying to figure something out. Because I guarantee you there's instructions in there that will greatly benefit you. Another one that we've been hitting on. 4, make a fearless moral inventory. Clean your frickin' room. You honestly, if everything's all a mess, your personal space is a reflection of your internal space. If you have a cluttered room and the first thing you see when you open your eyes in the morning is a bunch of dirty clothes and half full cups and left socks, that is gonna that's the frame of mind you're gonna start your day off in, and it typically snowballs from there. Counterpoint to that, when you wake up in the morning and everything, man, you got your clothes laid out folded, you did it the night before, everything you need, keys, sign out sheet, progress report, everything's on deck, everything, phone's already charged, you handle that stuff, you took an inventory. You just got to honestly look at the whole mess. Unless you got to assess what's going on. Okay, what in my room needs addressed? Are all my clothes folded? Do I even have clean clothes to fold? Is there a bunch of dirty dishes? You got to inventory, figure out, okay, what the problem, what's right, what's wrong, and go from there. And even under the bed, even the stuff you kind of have tucked out of sight and out of mind, kind of trying to pretend that it's not there, it's there. And it affects you. Man, even if you're clean, your room's clean, you got a bunch of dirty clothes under your bed, you're the whole time you're going to be there's going to be this funk. And even though you don't see it and you're trying to pretend it's not there, it's there. You know it's under the bed. You're the one who kicked those clothes under the bed rather than dealing with them. He knows. And until you deal with that mess and figure out what the mess is, you ever been in your car and you're what the hell is that smell? And you search around and you find an old milkshake or a half a cheeseburger under your seat. But it's not until you go look around and figure out what's wrong that you can put it right. You can just pretend, oh man, I'll worry about that later. And then all day, every day, as you're driving around in your car, you're it smells like old French fries and bad cottage cheese. And you're just doesn't make for a good driving experience. It's distracting. It can take your focus on what it needs to be on, which is the road ahead. Step 5, admit you're wrong. Admit your wrongs. Putting things back where they belong. Use something, okay, use dishes. Put them back where you make a mess, clean it up, use dishes, you use a pot, wash it out. You poop streak the toilet, grab the brush. If you made the mess, it's nobody's responsibility to clean it up but your own. But if you need help, you got help. You can ask a friend, man, I got a lot. This sink is full of dishes. Man, anyway, I'll do pots and pans. Could you do silverware? Or phone a friend. Talk to your higher power. Man, I need to call a pro in. This kitchen needs professional help. So that's what you do. You recognize how the mess formed and correct it responsibly. If you made the mess, you should have a hand in cleaning it up. Even if it's somebody else's chore to do the kitchenette, that's cool. But and yes, they're responsible for cleaning up the kitchenette. But is it cool for you to just leave dirty dishes in the sink or leave crap all over the counter? You know somebody else is going to clean it up because that's their job. But is it the next right thing to leave a mess for somebody else to clean up? No. It's up to us. If we make a mess, we need to clean it up. Police your brass. Handle your shit. It's just that simple. Step 6, becoming ready to change. Take out the trash. Like, be willing to let go of what no longer serves you. Like, if there's, like, it's part of that whole moral inventory thing. The searching and fearless moral inventory. All right, like, if it's in your life, and it's not part of the solution, it's part of the problem. If you're holding on to stuff that's holding you back, take the trash out. Let go of that shit. Because, like I tell you, look, you will hear me say dozens more times that resentments are like bricks you carry around in your backpack. Like, they do not help you in any way, shape, or form. There's no resentment you can carry that is beneficial to you at all. You're only making your life more difficult than it needs to be. And life's hard enough as it is. Like, why would we make the decision to make our lives harder? Would you, like, intentionally, like, attach a ball and chain to your ankle, or like drive around with your e-brake on? No, because it's dumb. You're trying to move forward. Anything that's slowing you down or pulling you back, get rid of it. Put it in the bin where it belongs. And 7, ask for defects to be removed. Like, sometimes you got an old broken dresser or something in your cube, and you can't, it's too big. You can't carry it by yourself. Or, like, you got a bunch of laundry to do. Like, or the trash can is overloaded because it hasn't been addressed in a long time, and you can't carry that trash can by yourself. That's why you call on a power grader yourself. That's why, like, the whole using the rooms, I highly encourage, if you have a problem with the whole higher power thing, using the rooms initially as a pro temp higher power, as a proxy stand-in higher power. 100% recommend that in the beginning. But that only gets us up to step 7. Because the rooms cannot remove your defects of character. Like, as much as they would like to, that's above their pay grade. That's not in their power. But you can use the rooms to get you to step 7, where you can call on a power greater than yourself, call on your higher power to get rid of that shit. If you're truly ready, entirely ready. Like, yeah. Like, if you got broken stuff in your cube, you're like, you got a bunch of socks with holes in them, and you're not gonna wear them, but you don't want to get rid of them. You know, because I really like those socks. They went good with that outfit, but they got holes in them, so you're not gonna wear them. But you don't want to really get rid of them. Get rid of that shit. Like, don't be sentimental about stuff the parts of you that are broken, the stuff that's holding you back. And remove items that create chaos and block progress. Step 8, make a list of people you've harmed. And then it goes down to, like, sorting laundry, like fucking whites, colors, socks, stuff that needs a hand scrub. Like, because there's some of it just this t-shirt I wore one time. Some of it's fucking skid mark drawers. You're gonna really have to address that. That's not gonna be pleasant dealing with that shit. But yeah, I'm not pretty sure we're the ones who put that there, and it needs dealt with. Because if you try and go on wearing them with that shit you've created, you're going to be really uncomfortable, and it is ultimately unhealthy in more ways than one. But you got to figure out, okay, give some stuff to sniff test. You know, is this dirt? Is it, some of the stuff's clean. Okay, yeah, like, that wasn't super cool, but I don't think I did wrong. I just think maybe I was messed up, or that just is a little bit crumpled, but it's not dirty. Some stuff is dirty. And you gotta go through your dirty laundry to figure out what's dirty. And after you do, step 9, make amends. Washing, drying, folding, putting away clothes. Complete the task fully, no half-finished repairs. Okay, it's cool, man. Yeah, I did laundry, but it's all piled up in a pile on your bed. Really haven't dealt with it properly. It's still kind of in the way. So you gotta deal with it piece by piece. One t-shirt, one pair of pants, one pair of socks, one pair of drawers at a time. Get it clean, get it dry, get it folded, get it put right, and put away where it belongs. I'm going to talk about this before. Step 10, continue taking personal inventory. When you were wrong, and when we're wrong, promptly admit it. Okay, like, you know when I wash my dishes, unless it's like really bad where it needs a soap, after I'm done using it. Like if I like, I'll make some macaroni or something. Like, well, typically I'll even like, I'm not gonna dirty up a pot and then put it in a bowl and then have two things to deal with. I typically just eat it right out the pan. And when I'm done eating, I deal with it right then. Because if I let that pan sit out overnight, sit longer than it needs to, the longer I let it sit, the more like dried on and stuck on that cheesy mess is going to be. It is to my benefit to address stuff as it comes up. Don't put stuff off. Like I literally like, I've been going to like plug my phone in and I remember, man, I need to tell somebody something. Or I need to say something. There's something that needs to be said to somebody. I'll do it before I go to bed. Because I sleep easier that way. I deal with everything as it comes, and I typically, if I say something wrong or do something wrong, like we were talking about the other day when you were right and I was wrong on that fun fact, and I was just kind of trying to stretch what I knew to fit my the message I was trying to deliver. But you were right and I was wrong, and I was freaking out because for real, laugh if you want. Like, he knows. Like I'm like, man, I don't want anybody to leave this room thinking that what I said was right when it's not, because that be detrimental to my chill, detrimental to my program. Everything I got going on is based on practicing a program of rigorous honesty and doing the next right thing, all day or a day. 11. But like daily dishwashing, like maintain a bit of order, because like the more, if you just deal with stuff as it comes, you're never going to be looking at a big sink of dirty dishes. You might have a pot and some silverware or a couple things, but that's what gets overwhelming when you let stuff build up. You don't deal with it like, man, I did that wrong, and 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 then you're looking at this big pile of stuff you did wrong, this big sink full of dirty dishes, and you're overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. But if you just handle it as you dirty the dishes, most you're ever gonna have to deal with is one dish. Facts. No mathematician, but 11. Improve conscious contact. Create a morning routine. Start every day with intention, calm and grounding practices. That's part of why we do morning meditation. We start off with a prayer. We start off with gratitude. We start off with attainable, not long-term goals, daily goals. That's why it's your goal for today, because this is about just for today. Right. And having long-term goals is good, but let's see if we can knock out daily goals first. Just like at the gym, before you do big things, do fucking things. Like, oh, I want want to put up 300 pounds. Well, get good at doing 150 first. You know, like you try to go straight to putting up the whole rack. You're either gonna fail or hurt yourself or both. Yeah. So just every day, like one of the first things I do in the morning, as I got my alarm set, and then I got my coffee maker alarm set, and I got it timed. So I used to have it timed where it would make my coffee first and wake me up to a nice smell of coffee, and I like that. That's cool. But then I just get up and like just stumble over to the coffee maker and start caffeinating. The way I have it set up now is my alarm goes to wake me up, then my coffee maker alarm starts. So I got to sit there and wait for that coffee to brew before I can get up and get something that I really want. So as my coffee is brewing, I'm praying, I'm meditating, I'm doing primary, secondary, tertiary inventories to make sure, man, did I miss anything yesterday? I thought about it last night, but I was kind of tired. I'm rested now. Did I miss anything? And then caffeinate a little bit, come to morning meditation, prayer, readings, expound on said readings, gratitude, and goals, just for today. Step 12, carry the message. Teaching someone else how to help, share what you've learned to support others in doing the right things. That's part of what, like, man, I do not want to get up. Like, man, I could totally sleep in an extra hour because I work all day and then I work all night and I still make meetings and I still make the gym. But man, I would really like to sleep in a lot of mornings. But it's important. I'm about embracing the suck. I'm about like being it like the morning meditation is not about me. Sober school is not about me. Meetings I speak at are not about me. It's what I can give to you guys. And if I can, it's important for me to be here. Sometimes a minute or two late. It's mostly because I'm trying not to spill my coffee all the way across the house. But I've learned so much in this program, and I'm excited to see what the Just for Today is, what the reading is, and what I can expound and share and share with you guys, because maybe I can give you a head start or help you avoid a pitfall that I've fallen into. And it's super important to me, way more important than sleeping in. Sometimes more important than showering. One of those days. But it's important. If I got something that I can help you guys out with, if I can help you avoid one of the mistakes I've made, or make something clear to you to help progress you in your program, that's the best. And that's what I'm about all day or a day. That's all I got.
Thank you, Doc.